Family, have you ever walked into a room and felt like all eyes were on you? Like people could just sense something about you, even if you didn't say a single word. That is not your imagination. And there's a reason why people always stare at the chosen one. And in today's video, we're going to dive deep into the unseen forces, the spiritual energy, and the inner power that makes you, yes, you, impossible to ignore. Whether that's admiration, confusion, jealousy, envy, or awe, people see something in you. And today we're going over 10 major reasons that the chosen one always stands out. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Now, the first major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because your energy is different. Come on now. How many of you resonate with that one? Drop your comments down below and let me know, all right? You carry a very unique frequency in this world. Right? Your presence is felt before you even speak, my family. Just like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you step foot into a room and people are they're just in awe. All right. They're trying to get to understand. They're trying to sense there's something different about you and they don't even understand why. Now, why is that, Coach Kev? It's because you're magnetic in nature. You attract the good and you attract the bad. There's a lot of people that want to break your spirit down. All right. The enemy sends a lot of people after you because of the light that you carry and because of who you are. All right, your spirit irritates their demons, but there's a lot of people that need your light as well. There's a lot of people that need to hear your voice. They need to hear your story. You attract those people, right? You may have someone broken, right, in your life, and you are the one to completely change everything around for them. They will never, ever forget you, ever. They will never forget you because of the type of person that you are and the light that you carry and the magnetic presence that you are in their life. There's just something so unique, your frequency, about you that really, really makes them want to be around you, or you just stand out all together. All right. So if you have this one, like I said, drop your comments down below and let me know. If you just know, you can just tell, you can just feel that your energy is completely different. That's probably a reason why you're getting a lot of people to stare at you. Now, the second major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you radiate confidence even when you're quiet. Just like stepping foot into a room and you don't have to say a single word, your presence is felt. You radiate confidence without even saying anything. Confidence without arrogance is rare. Woo, come on now. Someone write that down below for me. Comment that down below. Confidence without arrogance is rare, and you have so much inner strength. So much inner strength. So you radiate that confidence. It's just your aura is so bright. People can feel that. They can pick up on it and they can truly, truly sense that everything that you do, the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress, it doesn't matter what you do. You just have a lot of confidence in what it is that you do, but you're not arrogant about it. You're not boasted. You're not big-headed. You're not bragging. You're not doing anything. You're just being you. And this makes you stand out on a whole nother level, my family. All right. So radiating that confidence, even when you're being quiet, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You're going to get a lot of stares. Trust me. You're going to get a lot of people to stare at you and they're going to smile. Some are going to give you the mean mug and ugly faces and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't have confidence without arrogance. There's a lot of people in this world that they think that they're just all that in a bag of chips. They think that they are the sharpest knife in the drawer. They think that they're just the best and better than other people. You see, you don't carry your light like that. You don't feel that you're better than someone else. You see everyone as equal. You treat everyone as equal. You treat everyone with love and compassion. All right. And that confidence is just radiating off of you. And it makes a major difference out here in the world. Now, the third major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you look and move differently. All right. I kind of talked about this a little bit with radiating confidence, but your body language, your eye contact, your aura, your style, everything about you says purpose driven. Purpose driven. You're not out here just existing, right? You're living. Right? You're not just out here to exist. You're out here to live your best life and to help other people. So the way that you look and the way that you move is going to be completely different than other people. And people are going to notice that. And you're probably wondering, well, how do people actually how do they notice that? Like how is my body language or my eye contact and all that stuff just different? It's because of the unique frequency that you carry. All right. It's not like everyone else's. And people can just feel that on a soul level. Trust me. All right. If you got this one, if you know that you walk with purpose, you walk with confidence, right? You don't walk you don't walk all hunched over, you don't look all sad and depressed all the time, even though you may be feeling that on the inside at times, but you still walk with a purpose. And doing this is going to attract so many people into your life. You're going to get a lot of stares. You're going to get a lot of people to approach you because they want a piece of that pie. They want to get an understanding of what it is and who you are and how are you able to actually do that. So continue to look, move differently with confidence, and radiate that positive energy in your life. Now, the fourth major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you trigger a subconscious recognition. Woo, family. This is a huge one. All right, write this down. Let me know if this resonates with you right here. But there is a soul level realization that kicks off. Come on now. Come on, who can understand that one? There is a soul level from the soul realization that kicks off. People don't even understand why, right? You get around certain people, you date certain people get close to you, and you just make them feel different. You completely make them feel different. And like I said, they don't even understand why. And the reason is because you awaken something within other people. You see, like I just mentioned, when you get close with someone, you start dating someone, or, you have a close friend or something like that, people begin to feel different around you. They start to pick themselves up. They start to want to move forward towards their goals and their passions. They want to do different things. At the same time, this is why a lot of people run away from you, why a lot of people leave you, why a lot of people end up being mean to you, because they're not used to that feeling. You see, people are used to having a repetitive emotion or type of feeling or something like that. People tend to stick around that. They tend to be close to the emotions, the feelings, and everything like that keeps them in their comfort zone. Sometimes people are just comfortable where they're at. Even if they're doing bad, even if people are treating them poorly, it's a comfortable feeling for them. So they don't want to leave. Sometimes change really sparks off a negative feeling for people in their mental, all right? So when you awaken something within other people that makes them want to be better, makes them want to do better, makes them want to get up and push towards their goals, right? They just feel something within themselves, all because of you. And have you ever had anyone say, there's just something about you. There's something truly, truly about you, and I don't understand what it is. Why do you make me feel the way that I feel? Why do you make me want to do the things that I want to do? But with other people, I have never felt like this before. How many of you received that before? Right? Let me know down below in the comment section. It's because you're triggering a subconscious recognition, right? On a soul level. Sometimes people aren't really paying attention. They're not paying attention to their intuition. They're not in tune with their own soul, right? They're out here just existing, right? And not living. But when you kick off that soul level realization and you awaken something within them, it's almost like they just popped up out of the matrix. They're like, oh man, like, who is this individual? Why and how are you able to make me feel the way that I am feeling when I am with you, when I am around you? And here's the crazy thing, because they're not used to that feeling and emotion, and they run away from you, they treat you poorly, all these different things, and you decide to cut off access because you don't take no crap from nobody, right? They're going to completely miss that. This is why people come back into your life, because they want a piece of that pie. They want a piece of that unique frequency and energy again, because they know that they're never going to get that from anyone else. Maybe they go and try to find you in other people, and they're never going to find it. They're never going to find you in another person because of your unique frequency and because of who you are. You are extremely, extremely rare. And when you decide to cut off people, when you decide to say, no, you treated me poorly, you did all these things, I'm not allowing you back in my life, you cut that access off, people get really, really upset. They get heartbroken. They get broken down, and they tend to think about you for the rest of their lives, most likely. All right. So you awaken something within other people, and there's just something on a soul level that is a realization that truly, truly kicks off for them. So like I said, this is a huge one. If you're triggering a subconscious recognition for people, drop your comments down below and let me know. Continue to be a good person. Continue to share your light out here in the world. Continue to awaken something within other people too. All right. Because it's really showing who you are. Now, the fifth major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you challenge the norm without even trying. Family, you don't even have to try. That's how amazing and unique you truly, truly are, because you don't have to try to challenge the norm. You just do things differently. You do things on your own. You're a leader. You're not a follower, right? And you just tend to open up a world of realization for other people, all right? You tend to break patterns. You break generational curses. You're sent here for a reason, okay? You think differently, and you don't follow societal norms or boxes. You're doing things completely different than everyone else. You may have family members, right? How many of you have had maybe a mother or father that was like, I need you to go to the same college I went to. You need to have the same job that I went to. You need to live in the same neighborhood that I went to and grow up where I grew up. You need to do what I did, right? But you're like, no, I'm challenging the norm without even trying. Like, you just have your own path, right? And there's things that you want to do and you're not worried about what other people are thinking about that. You're deciding to go down this path and you're not worried or caring about what other people think because you know that going down this path is meant for you, right? You're not following societal norms and boxes, all right? And people just stare in awe. They stare in confusion. They wonder who you are. They wonder, why are you like this? Why are you going this way and not that way? Have you all ever seen that picture where I think it's like a fork in the road, right? And like one way you got all the sheep, not literal sheep, but people, all the sheep going in this direction. And it's like a little house or something. And it says like slaughterhouse, right? And then over here, it says like road to prosperity or something like that. And you got one person going down that road. That's you. You're going down the opposite road. You're not following everyone else on to the slaughterhouse, right? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about too. When it came to 2020, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. You challenge the norm without even trying. This is another major one. If you are just different, if you're breaking patterns, you're breaking generational curses, you're out here doing your own thing, following your own path, I commend you, my family. Continue to do that. Continue to push through. Keep trying. Yes, you're going to get setbacks, right? Yes, you're going to feel different emotions and all these things happen, but there's a reason why that you challenge the norm without even trying. All right. So continue to push through, continue to do that. Continue to do not follow societal boxes and watch how people just stare at you because of you being absolutely different. Now, the sixth major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is you reflect what others lack or desire. This is a big one. Come on now. Check this out. Your presence highlights others' unresolved potential, suppressed emotions, or spiritual hunger. This is huge. Make sure you guys write it down. I'll say it one more time for you. Your presence highlights others' unresolved potential, suppressed emotions, or spiritual hunger. And what does this do? This can cause admiration. It can cause jealousy and discomfort or fascination. This is why you're magnetic in presence, right? Because a lot of people are attracted to you because they want a piece of that pie. Just like I mentioned earlier in the video, they want to understand, well, how are you able to do this? I've seen you go through so much trauma. You've gone through so much pain. You've gone through so many people, disliking you and treating you a certain way. And you don't walk around sad. You don't walk around depressed, anxious, and all angry and mad. It seems like you walk around with confidence without arrogance. Major key right here, family. Major key. Why else are you magnetic in presence? Because you attract a lot of the people. They look at you and they see your characteristics. They see your talents. They see your abilities. And they don't have any of that. There's things that you can do that they want to do that they can't do. You hold so much power and inner strength within you that people cannot even fathom it. They cannot understand. There's people that want to be on the same level that you are, but they can't get there. They just can't get there. They let their thoughts get the best of them. But no, for you, it's completely different. This is why you are so amazing and why you have such a unique frequency and presence about you. Because of who you are and because of how you carry yourself and that bright light, that aura that just completely surrounds you everywhere you go. This can cause admiration, jealousy, discomfort, and fascination. You're going to attract a lot of people simply because you reflect what others lack and desire, right? They see something within you. There's something about you. Like I mentioned earlier too, there's just something about you. I don't know what it is. What is it about you that I just like so much? What is it about you that I just hate so much, that I just can't stand? It's not you. Don't take it personal. It's not you. A lot of people that dislike you and say certain things about you is because they dislike themselves. They don't like who they are. They don't like that they don't have potential. They don't like that they're suppressing their emotions and they're stuck in those emotions and they don't know how to move forward through it. You see, you do. This is why you are the chosen one. This is why you have been put up against the entire world and you're still able to walk with confidence without arrogance. It's extremely rare and you have that inner strength. This is a really, really big one. So make sure you guys comment this down below. And I would love to know how many people look at you guys and they just don't like you for no reason. They don't even have a reason. They can't even tell you. If you try to ask them, well, what's the reasoning? Give me a reason why. They can't even tell you. All they're going to do is project and project and project. their suppressed emotions, their unresolved potential, and their spiritual hunger all onto you because they're upset that you have what they can't have. This is very, very powerful. All right. So make sure you guys write this down right here. Your presence highlights others' unresolved potential, suppressed emotions, or spiritual hunger. Write that down. Always remember it. It's not you. Some of you may be walking around here thinking that it's you and that people are acting a certain way towards you. And well, some of that might be true, but it's because you're reflecting on something that they don't have and they're upset that they don't have it or they can't obtain that. So it's not you. Remember that. So keep pressing through, keep walking with confidence, without arrogance, and being that amazing individual. And continue to watch how many people you're going to attract into your life simply because of this. All right? You reflect what others lack or desire. Now, the seventh sign that people always stare at the chosen one is that you often seem untouchable or mysterious. This is another big one. How many of you walk past people in the store, while you're out for a walk, maybe in the gym, doesn't matter where it is. And some people just walk past you and they look back, they do a double take, maybe a triple take, because they feel something. They feel your energy literally radiating off of you. All right. You're not trying to fit in. You stand out. You were not meant to fit in. You are meant to stand out. And that is because you are connected to something that is much bigger than you. Ooh, I know somebody need to hear that one. Why do you think the path is so hard for you? Why do you think you're always getting attacked? Why do you think the narcissist comes back to boop, 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 poke your buttons? Because you are connected to something that is much, much bigger than you, and you are mysterious. People are trying to figure you out, and they can't. They literally can't. They can't figure you out. You're untouchable, right? They may try to break you. They may say all these things to you. They may try to get up under your skin and be that poison in your veins, but you're untouchable. It may hurt you for a little bit, but you always get back up and you keep on going. You keep on keeping on no matter what, right? This is what makes you so amazing, because a lot of the times they could say that exact same thing to someone else and that person will crumble into 1,000 pieces and they'll never be able to move forward. This is why you reflect what others lack or desire, because other people cannot do that. You are untouchable, my family. You are mysterious, and you're not trying to fit in with the crowd, right? You're not trying to follow societal norms. You're not trying to do what everyone else is doing. Right? You are your own individual, going down your own path, doing your own thing, taking life into your own hands and creating something amazing out of it. And I commend you for that. Continue to keep doing that. You often seem untouchable or mysterious. Remain a mystery. This is why also you don't go out here and tell everyone your business. You're not telling everyone what you're doing. You're not telling everyone your moves. You're not checking in on Facebook and saying, oh, I'm over here. I'm going on vacation over here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. No. You're in isolation. Right? You're doing things behind the scene. You're making things work for yourself behind the scenes without spreading and telling everybody your information or what you're doing. See, you're not seeking validation. You're not looking for approval, because you know that you already have what it takes. You already know that you are amazing. Because of this, people will never be able to figure you out. And on top of that, people will never be able to curse or speak ill intentions over your name or the things that you're doing, because you are mysterious and untouchable. They have no idea what you're doing, and they may try to figure it out. How many of you have people that may randomly come back into your life and they're like, so what have you been up to? You know what I'm saying? I see you're doing this on Instagram. I see you're doing this on YouTube. You're doing all these different things. Like, tell me more about it. Tell me more about it. And you keep it very minuscule. You're like, you barely tell them anything. You barely say a word, and they're trying to pull information out of you. It's like pulling teeth, right? But they can't get that information out of you. You are remaining mysterious, and they're trying to figure out, or some people, because you're magnetic in nature, they may want to completely speak ill intentions or wish harmful things over your life once they figure you out. Because you're in isolation and you don't allow for this to happen, this is what makes you so amazing also. Why also a lot of people stare at you. You don't even have to say a word, my family. Right? Just like stepping foot into a room, you don't have to say a word. You're already mysterious because your energy speaks for itself. All right. So if you often seem untouchable or mysterious, you're not telling your business, you're moving in silence, all right? You're not trying to fit in. You're standing out and being your own individual. Continue to keep doing that. All right. Because that means you are definitely part of the chosen crowd. And there's something amazing about you that you got to keep on keeping on and keep pushing through. Now, the eighth major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you are protected and guided, right? You are divinely protected, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I want you to think about your life. Think about all the things that you've gone through. Maybe the narcissist has physically done something to you. Maybe you've gone in a series of car accidents. Maybe you've gone through near-death experiences, right? And a lot of people look at you and wonder, how were you able to make it out of that? That's because I'm protected. I'm guided every step of the way. Check this out. There's a spiritual shield or unseen force that is always surrounding you. Always. All right? You are always guided and protected everywhere you go. And it may not seem like it sometimes, right? Because maybe you're going through a lot. Maybe people are physically hurting you. Maybe they're emotionally hurting you. They're spiritually. Like, it just seems like you're going through so much in your life. But no matter what, you stand up tall. No matter what, you keep on going. You keep pushing through. You don't allow for anything to define you. You are not defined by your circumstances. And guess what? You walk with confidence without arrogance. We keep going back to that, right? Because that confidence speaks for itself. It's so powerful, extremely powerful. And sometimes people look at you because there's something outworldly is with you. They don't know what it is. They don't understand, but people can just look at you and sense. They're like, man, God's walking with that person, or that person is surrounded by angels. They're always protected. It seems like there's no harm done to them. Even though you may have gone through near-death experiences, or you've gone through car accidents, or you've gone through dealing with people and them physically hurting you and stuff like that, you always come out on top. This is absolutely powerful. So you have to realize and know that you are always protected and guided no matter what along this journey, right? There's a reason why you're being called down this path and not this path. There's a reason why your intuition is kicking in a lot higher than anyone else's. All right. You have to pay very close attention to the signs and to those things that is protecting you, because you're going to realize it before someone else will. All right. Just like if, let's say someone calls you and says, hey, we're going out to this party this weekend. Come on, come hang out with us. Everyone's going. You're going to be the only one that doesn't go if you don't go. And you're like, I don't care. I don't even care. I don't want to go. Something's telling me to not go. It's because you're protected. You're being guided. Right? There's a spiritual shield or an unseen force surrounding you that's telling you to not go, because later down the line, you're going to find out what happened over there. Maybe something extremely bad happened in that environment. Not that you were wishing for ill intentions or anything bad to happen over there, but something kicked in and told you to not go. All right? You got to pay close attention to that. I also want you all to think about this. How many of you have left your house? All right? Maybe you left your house and you're like, oh, crap, I left something, and you turned around to go get it. Or maybe you were late, and then come to find out later down the line, you were going to go down that same path. You were going to go down that same road, and there was a car accident. Something was going to happen, and it could have been you. You were protected. There was a reason why you had to turn around and go back home. There is a reason why you were late for that meeting, late for that job interview, whatever it is. Hopefully you got the job still, right? But there is a reason why these things happen, and that is because you are protected along the way. Something outworldly is always with you. Now, the ninth major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you speak and move with purpose, right? This is a huge one. You don't involve yourself in small talk, all right? You don't see the point in wasting time, right? So when you're speaking or you're taking action, it's not random, all right? It's all with intention. You have intention behind everything that you're doing because it's impactful, right? This is why you're so amazing and why you're moving in the direction that you want to move. Some of you might be called to start a YouTube channel. Come on now, let me know. Drop your comments down below, right? Because your voice needs to be heard. There's a purpose there. If you're feeling that little nudge, right? If you're hearing that little voice in your head, something's telling you to start your channels because your voice needs to be heard. Maybe you have a story that needs to be shared with the world. Do not suppress those feelings, those emotions, that nudge. Don't suppress that and push it away like it's nothing. And don't live in that fear. There's a reason for these things popping up right now in your life. And that's because you need to go ahead and do it, right? And when you speak on your story, right, and you're taking action on creating your channel, your personal brand, or whatever it is that you're doing, it's not random. It's not random. There's intention behind it, and it's going to be impactful to the world, to the community, to other people. You see, your voice, the things that you have gone through, this is why, Chosen One, you have gone through so much in your life, so much turmoil, so much distress, so much anxiety, depression. Like, you probably have gone through a range of emotions, different things. You've dealt with a narcissist. You've dealt with physical abuse. You've dealt with a lot, more than the average person. And you have a story behind that. And it needs to be shared because you're going to be able to impact the world with your story. You see, there's a lot of other people that have gone through the same thing that you have gone through, but they're stuck. They don't know what to do. They're curled up in a corner. They have no idea how to move, and they're allowing for depression to completely consume them and take them over. You see, you moving with that confidence without arrogance, even though you have gone through a lot, even though you have been put, up against the world, you have something sustainable. You have something amazing that needs to be shared with the world. So this is your confirmation right now to go ahead and get it done. Go ahead and get it done. And if you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start a personal brand, you want to share your voice, there's something that you need to do, come on over and check out my free school community. It will absolutely help you out. I have a community of like-minded people together where we're growing and getting better every single day, and I would love to help you as well. So you speak and move with purpose, my family. This is very, very powerful. It's not random, and there's a lot of intentions behind everything that you're doing. And last but not least, the 10th major reason that people always stare at the chosen one is because you are rare, and people can really feel that. Just like I've been mentioning throughout this entire video, people may get close to you, you may date them, or whatever that might look like for you in your life, and then they end up treating you poorly. They end up walking away. They end up disrespecting you because they don't understand how to handle your light. They don't understand how to handle what you have given to them because they've never felt it before. Never, ever, ever. And this is why people tend to try to come back into your life, because they want a piece of your energy all over again, because they tried to look for you in other people and it was never, ever found. You are extremely rare, right? The chosen one is not common. You are meant to stand out. You were never meant to fit in. Right? Write that down. I was never meant to fit in. I am meant to stand out. And then I also want you to write this down as well. All right. I apologize if you can't see it, but your being can shift an entire atmosphere. Ooh, that's huge. Your being, who you are, the light within you can shift an entire atmosphere. That's why when you step foot into rooms, people just pop up. They pop up. They try to wonder. They're staring. They're trying to figure out who you are because you're mysterious. Right? They're trying to figure out, who is this person? What is this light to them that is just so bright and so amazing, because your aura is radiating throughout that entire room. Your being can shift an entire atmosphere, and they can only help but stare because they're trying to figure out who you are. You are extremely rare, chosen one. People will always be able to feel that. So when people walk away from you, when people treat you bad, they don't want to be around you, trust and believe that's not a loss for you. It's a loss for them. Right? I don't know who needed to hear that. All right. But always remember that if people have done something to you, they didn't want to be in your presence anymore. They didn't want to be around you anymore. They treat you like you're crap. They don't have any love for you, anything like that. That is a loss for them. It is not a loss for you. And you know why it's a loss for them? You already know why. Because you're magnetic in nature. You have unique frequency and all other 10 reasons right here that I mentioned. Okay. They're going to want to come back into your life. But once you cut off all that access, they're going to completely miss that. All right. So listen, I don't know who needed to hear this message today, but I hope it resonated with all of you. If you got all 10 signs, if you got 2 signs, 3 signs, 4 signs, 1 sign, I don't care what it is, drop your comments down below. Let me know which one resonated with you the most. Which one are you currently feeling right now in your life or while dealing with other people? All right. And just like I mentioned, if you want to start your YouTube channel and personal brand, come on over and check out the Creators Hub. All right, it's going to pop up on your screen down below. It's absolutely free for you to join, and I would love to have you there. I do have a paid community as well with group coaching and a lot more to offer, online courses, right? And you will absolutely love it in that group. Okay, so go ahead and come on over and check it out. The link is going to be in the description. It is also going to be in the comments down below, guys. Okay. So listen, I love you all to life. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate you. Continue to be the best version of yourself. Keep pushing through, keep being great. Don't let nobody dim your light, because you have a lot to offer to the world. All right. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications for more videos to come, and I'll see you all soon in the next video. Peace.